everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video we are doing a reflection of the last 4 weeks for my 12-week reset that I created for myself to try and build sustainable habits when it comes to eating healthy, taking care of myself, exercising, family time, and just the overall aspect of each and every habit that I want to adopt long term as I ease into my 40s, and also just looking at how I would want to see myself when I turn 40. So today's video we are just reflecting on those habits to see where I've done okay and where I fell short, and see how we can best improve on those habits. So at the beginning of March, I did set out a challenge for myself to say I wanted to do a 12-week reset and focus on certain things so that I would kind of build momentum into those habits, but without any pressure, but to make sure that I show up the best way that I can. So I had exercising, I had eating whole foods, drinking more water, intentional time with the family, reading, and also journaling. So those are the things that I had set for myself, but there are some of the things that I didn't do well. For example, when it comes to journaling, I was not doing that every day. I think in week 1 I did okay. Week 2 I think I only managed to journal 2 times, and week 3 I think also I did 2 or 3 times. But the idea is I should be journaling at least every day in the morning. But the only thing that I did manage to do in terms of course journaling was paired with a moment in the morning where I would sit and just have time for myself or do a prayer in the morning, which is what I've been doing. But when it comes to journaling, I feel like I've fallen short on that habit. But when it comes to week 5, those are the points where I feel like I need to work on. And when it comes to exercising and also eating healthy overall, I would say exercises, I've tried my best to do 3 a week. If I could, I would put in and also do 4 exercises in a week, where I knew I had 2 strength training and a walk or other a run, or I would also run for the 2 days in a week, which I feel like when it comes to exercising, I'm okay, not too bad, though there are days where I won't show up to do like a 30-minute workout. Probably I will do 20 minutes or 15 minutes, but just for the fact that I'm also training my mind to say, regardless of how you feel, just get up and show up and do something. So I feel like when it comes to exercising, I've tried my best, and I think I've shown up the best way that I could, which is super nice. So I'm hoping that as we go into week 5, that will kind of bring a more momentum into putting more effort on my exercising and actually increasing like the time that I'm putting in. I know when I do my run, I know a 5k I can do a walk. Usually it's a walk for an hour, but when I'm doing the strength training, I've realized that the time that I put in is not as much. So as we go into week 5, I aim to do at least 30 minutes of weight training, regardless of how I feel. I don't want to do or have an easy way out. I want to make sure that I do at least 30 minutes of other upper body or lower body workout. And then when it came to water, I was also able to drink my water consistently over the last 4-week period. And when it comes to eating, I wouldn't say it was bad. I would say I followed the 80-20 rule also when it comes to my eating. So it wasn't super bad, but for the days that I was baking, when I had leftovers, I've realized that I would eat more, which is one thing I want to work on, because I've realized that though when I do my food shop, we don't buy snacks, because I'm a baker in the house, and I mean it's my side hustle. I tend to eat more of the leftovers, which is not good. So as I ease into week 5, those are the things that I also want to work on when it comes to the 80-20 rule. But I wouldn't say it was extreme. It was still okay, and I don't feel guilty about it, which is okay. So overall, I would say when it comes to the habits, I've been doing okay, not too bad. though there are areas where I need to improve, and I intend to work on that when it comes to week 5 and push myself more, because I feel like I've been kind of comfortable a little bit when it comes to home workouts, because I don't do gym, especially when it comes to strength training. So sometimes I will just say, let me just do 50 minutes or 20 minutes. It's still impactful, it's not bad at all, but I just feel like I just need to push myself a little bit further, and we see if we can do a 30-minute workout when we are doing our strength training, for example. So those are the areas that I want to kind of push myself as I kind of go into the second phase of this challenge, which will be starting for week 5 now at the beginning of May, which is what I'm excited about. But overall, I would say everything has been kind of okay, not too bad. I know I fell short on my journaling, I fell short on my also my reading. I was reading, but I was not reading every day. So as we easing into week 5, I feel like I could have already finished the book if I was putting in an effort. But still okay, no guilt on that too. But I want to do better on that part also when it comes to reading. And also the part where we need to do better as a family is more of spending more time together, because one thing I've realized that there's always something that always comes, and then sometimes when it's all said and done too, you just wanna kind of switch off and rest. But I feel like we need to keep on adding more intentional time when it comes to family time. But overall, when it comes to sharing a meal, that has also been happening each and every night as we have dinner, so which has been good. But overall, I'm quite happy with the progress. I would say over 100%, I would say 60% I was able to do, which is still fine. So I want to see how the next 4 weeks will progress. And another update would be my investing update. So we are in month 4. So this month I have invested my £500 as usual. I'll just put it here for you guys to see the screenshot. So at the beginning or at the end of the month, I had £4,380 invested, and I added the next 500, of which I did buy my Vanguard All World, and I bought my stocks 600 euro ETF. So based on that too, I was able to put 300 on the All World ETF and 200 on the European ETF, which drove my portfolio to 4,880.03. So I'll just put the screenshot here for you guys to see. So that's another update. Though I've worked on myself, I've also made sure that I have invested for the month of April, and I've also looked at my budget for the next month of May until I get paid at the end of the month. So I still need to work on reviewing that and making sure that everything is still going according to plan. I can't believe that soon we'll be halfway through 2026. We'll be entering June, because we are already now, as I make this video on the 1st of May, it simply means that the year is kind of moving fast. So I feel like as we go into the second half of the year, I really do need to review my goals, see where I'm at financially, physically, and also just the overall well-being for myself and also just for the family. So those are the things that I'll be looking at to see if I have at least maybe met 1 or 2 of my goals on the first half of the year. But overall, that's my update for the last 4 weeks on my Busy Mom 12-week reset, and I'll see you on the next video, which will be week 5, and we'll try and get this going and we'll see how it goes. I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.